Everybody, welcome back to the channel. I was sort of set up here for a sound bath. I was just practicing my variety of instruments that I have here. And I figured, we'll shoot it from a different perspective, show off some of the instruments. And, I was thinking, if somebody told me 10 years ago that I would be sitting in mine and my wife's center, set up to do a sound bath with crystal bowls and a variety of other instruments, I would have absolutely laughed in your face because it's just amazing how a person, if they're open and willing, can so drastically change who you are and what you are in your life. I used to think, well, this is kind of who I am and what I am, and I guess I'll just, do that thing in my next life. And the fact is you don't have to wait and die and come back. You can just recreate yourself really absolutely anytime you want, because it's all right here. And there's a lot of noise that goes on that gets in the way of having clarity. So I just got a kick out of the idea that, here I am with this practice and these tools. And 10 years ago, it would have been like a total joke. I mean, I literally would have laughed in your face. So, but here I am. And, it got me thinking about how people who are on the spiritual path, either you're new to the spiritual path or you've been on the spiritual path for a little while now, and you're going to know what I'm talking about. But we've had to dim our light basically since birth. We came in here with a divine mission. We came in here with a divine purpose. And some people are fully awake and aware of it right from birth. And then there's other people like me who wait until middle age, really, and then you get the call, you get the wake-up call, and then it's like, let's put him through the ringer because he's got like a lot of catching up to do. And, your life is just like madness, right? So, but one thing that's true is that I'm confident that I could say we've all had to dim our light from birth. So even if you weren't awake, it didn't matter. You were having to dim your light because your light irritates people's demons. And everybody's light is a little bit different. But like I know in my case, I had to be told all the time what I wasn't, what I couldn't do. I was told to shut my mouth. Definitely don't tell the truth, because people don't want to hear the truth. And when you're a little kid, adults really don't appreciate honesty. And you have to dim your light unknowingly because you need to survive and you need to get your needs met. And if you don't be good, you have more trouble in your life. And one of the things that I learned was when you are growing up around unhealed or wounded people, you have to put other people's needs first. You have to do what these people want and need so that you can get your own needs met, meaning get love, get attention, get whatever. You certainly can't go be authentic and be yourself and tell it like it is and that kind of thing. And because it's just not going to be looked upon in a positive way by unhealed and wounded people. And so we learn to survive by falling into line, falling in place, allowing all of the programming to essentially take control of you. And you get this from your parents, you get this from school, you get it a lot from school. You're being taught basically based on other people's beliefs and other people's wounds and other people's, unhealed sense of self. And you're having to be small. You have to make yourself small because you've got to survive. And the whole point is that when we do have some sort of an awakening and realize there's more to life than this, and I have been not been living authentically, and I'm not being who and what I'm supposed to be here in this life, you start to reflect back on how you were brought up and things you learned and that kind of thing, and you come to this realization that I had to like dumb myself down. I had to dim my own light because the brighter I tried to shine, it's like moths being attracted to the flame. You're like irritating the demons and they react, and they are going to try to shut you down and shove you in their little box for you, because we don't want you messing with the status quo. So here, let's put the lid on and we'll keep you in your box. And it takes a lot of work to first realize this, kind of comb through some of these dusty files that you've stashed away, in the recesses of your mind, and pull these files out and dust them off and look them over and say, no, this is not okay. Like, this is not the way it's supposed to be. And you almost have to like rewire your brain so that you can sort of step into the fullness of who you are. And so it's very difficult work. It's, in some ways it's pretty stressful because people expect you to be a certain way, especially if you've been that way your whole life. And then when you make a decision that I just can't be like this anymore, this isn't working for me, there's often backlash because you're meant to shine. And it's very rare that you're going to have somebody who you've been in a relationship with for a long time, whether it's friends or spouses or significant others or family, who are just going to embrace your newfound sense of yourself, because it changes their narrative. And people don't want to be uncomfortable. People want to just have everything nice and tidy in their little boxes. And when you bust open the box and be like, no, this is who I am now, and this is the way I'm going to be, and this is the way I see life, and people don't always respond positively to that. But you had to be that way to survive and get your needs met. But then when God says, time to wake up, it's just not always received well from your quote unquote loved ones. And this is why you often have to just let these people go, because you're moving in an upward direction and these people want to just stay stagnant. They just want to stay here with the status quo, and your new vibration doesn't have space for these people, and it's difficult, and it's sad, and it's painful, and depending on who these people are, they may just accept that you're moving on, or they may have serious backlash, which is of course what happened to me. But hey, it is what it is. I recognize it for what it is. And I refuse to allow my light to be dimmed. I'm going to shine. I have a mission. I am here to work and help people heal from their programming, their trauma, their lack of feeling that they're living their true purpose, that people aren't feeling like they're living an authentic life. That's why I believe I'm here. I'm here to help wake you up. And if I'm not going to wake you up, then I'm going to help you get more understanding of the process that you're going through, because it can be lonely. And what helped me along the way were videos just like this, because one thing I heard today that was profound is that I am not going to just go out my door here and run into people that I can have a conversation with, like the people who are going to watch this video. They seemingly don't exist. And so it's just easier to kind of just stay to yourself, and because it's more peaceful and it's more calm. You don't have to go out and pretend to be somebody else so that you can just interact. That's no fun. It certainly isn't authentic. But for me, it was just so much easier because I could find my tribe. Well, all that you do is pull up the YouTube and you search for whatever you're looking for, and you'll find your tribe. They'll start speaking your language. And you're like, yeah, yes, I know exactly what you mean. Yes, that's me. Oh my God, how did you know? And that's what you're going to get when you find your tribe. But your tribe is probably not going to be the people that you grew up with. They were there for a certain purpose in your life, but then once you outgrow them, you outgrow them. And then hopefully, you find your tribe, and you just find them one at a time. So I hope you find your tribe. Don't dim your light any longer. It's time for you to go out and shine, because the world needs you. The world needs me. The world needs you to help people heal and realize the divinity that is you. Have a great day, everybody. I'll catch you next time.